Nervous. Now I have to ask, so who do you run with in your Pro-Am squad here?
Okay, so I'm gonna break it down for you guys. Me, I'm at point guard. Then you have my uncle Khalid. He's our shooting guard. He's gonna be at the hash. He's gonna be moving around, shooting threes. Then at small forward, you have my Uncle B. My dad's brother. He's been obviously same thing, amazing to me. But he's more of a slasher, likes to cut to the rim, will get rebounds, defend at a high level.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. A look at the 76ers starting group. Jaylen Brown out there with Maxey. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Wade. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. And for the Wizards, we've got Davis. Johnson is out there with Young. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Sarr in at center. With less than a handful of games completed, Richard, we're starting to see teams emerge.
You usually need about 10 games or so to figure out who's going to compete in their divisions. Numbers tend to regulate themselves over a couple of months.
Here's Johnson. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Brown. Maxey against Young. Maxey passes to Embiid. The fadeaway. Rebound by the Wizards. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Maxey passes to Embiid. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Johnson outside. Back to Young. Fires for 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
And I thought that was going to drop. Looked good.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So it'll be Jaylen Brown shooting.
76ers.
It's going to be on Alex Sarr. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Here's Maxey. Good defensive work there by Young. The Wizards have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Sarr finds Davis. Nice ball movement by Washington. Pass to Sarr. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Physical defense, but the strength training already kicking in for Sarr.
Now Maxey. 23 points his last outing. Here's Young. It's good from the top of the key. Young's got 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see the frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly.
Now, here's Maxey. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Trae Young on top.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Now, here is Young. He had 25 points in the win against Charlotte.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
Here's Embiid. Following the basket by Trae Young. Embiid against Sarr. Embiid, no good. For Washington, they won their last contest, that game against Charlotte.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with it.
And Sarr pulls it down.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that.
As a defender, it's so tough to body up Davis. He'll find a way to get the bucket and the foul. That's what AD does.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
And that one falls for Davis. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, rather absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priorities straight. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. And the 76ers call time here.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Brown finds Maxey. Here's Embiid. Goodbye, Sarr. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Now, here's Maxey. He has yet to score. Clock at 6. Here's Oubre. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Kingston. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but Coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Get out of that man's way and be throwing down that power finish.
Davis, the pass to Sarr. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And that one's good, Maxey.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Young against Maxey. Here's Sarr. Lays it up off the glass. Sarr's got 8.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Maxey. Got a piece of it.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
For the Wizards, George comes in for Sarr, and Carlton Carrington subbed in for Johnson. And then for Philadelphia, Bonus checked in, and Trendon Watford subbed in for Dean Wade. Here's Brown. He's coming off a 28-point game against Orlando. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now, here is George. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. Just 5 on the clock. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Brown.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game. With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
And it's Carrington missing. The 76ers trail by 10. Pass to Maxey. Now Edgecombe. Defended by Carrington. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Washington making some changes. Vukcevic is checked in, and it's Riley and Ford Coulibaly. And the 76ers also making a change. Simons, he's checked in for Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. Scoreless thus far. Over Russell. Edgecombe, no good. And it's Washington's ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Russell high post. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. To the left side wing. That's good from Edgecombe on the assist by Brown. Edgecombe's got it back down to within single digits for Philadelphia. Pass to Carrington. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Brown with the bounce pass. Three-pointer, Simon. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And shooters shoot. And Simons sure has a feel with that quick trigger.
Russell with it. Picked up by Brown. And it's Russell missing.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
From 12 feet out. That's tipped. Carrington with the ball. He had 13 points in the win against Charlotte. Outside, George shoots the 3. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And looking now at some numbers for Russell. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 12 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
First one falls for him. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
The 76ers trail by 9. Pass to Brown. Now, here's Simons. 6 on the shot clock. And Edgecombe gets it to go. Edgecombe's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Russell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's been an interesting journey for D'Angelo Russell. He's had multiple stints with the Lakers and Nets.
Yeah, before turning 30. That's a pretty rare occurrence. He's already been traded a few times, but give D'Lo credit. He is a professional and rolls with it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Highly skilled with good instincts. Russell has top-level tools, always has.
He hits the second from the line. 1:39 left in the first. Brown inside the line. That one off the back iron and out.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Russell high post. 9 points last game. Outside, George. Oh, good with the triple.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line. And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Vukcevic. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. There's Russell with the three. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. The 76ers trail by 8. A kick out to Simons. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Simons has got 5 now.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Pass to Riley. 17 seconds left to play here in the first. Banked in off the glass.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Now Edgecombe. Nailed from three-point land. He has 7.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Alexander Sarr getting it done for Washington. What didn't he do in that quarter? A fantastic all-around effort. Back to the action in just a minute. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, we've got Anthony Simons. Oubre out there with Wade. Then there's Edgecombe. And it's Bona in at the 5 spot. Here's Edgecombe. A shot off that time. Good defensive work there by Young.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Johnson's shot is off.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
And it's Simons missing.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Young outside. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Pass to Edgecombe. Shot clock at 5. Poked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Guys?
Yeah, tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Bona's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the basket by Johnson. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Washington.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Now, here is Young. He has 7. Johnson outside. Driving inside. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
The Wizards have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And Anthony Davis is checked in for the Wizards. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers.
At the line for
Maxey comes in for Edgecombe.
Go to this. 1 shot.
Richard, one thing we see in this league, teams changing coaches much more often than they change the GMs.
Yeah, one guy picks the players, the other guy coaches the players. Seems like a shared responsibility, but the job security, well, that's not easy.
And the 76ers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Maxey. Pass to Champagny. Back to Young. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
Oubre passes to Simons. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now here's Oubre. No scoring in this one. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Just another thing that makes Embiid unguardable. He can hit shots from any spot on the floor.
And stolen by Maxey. 3-pointer, Simons. Good on the 3-point shot. Simons has got 8.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Davis. It's stolen by Wade.
And Maxey keeps defenders guessing, which is why they sometimes overcommit like this.
It's his first trip to the line.
Free throw shooting, not an area he's as worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line.
First free throw is good.
What I love most about Maxey is his aggressive attitude. When he's out there, he keeps his foot on the gas pedal.
Maxey hits them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Coulibaly against Simon. They grab their own miss. Davis with the bucket.
And they continue to control the glass.
The 76ers trail by 6. Bounce pass Maxey. Simons finds Embiid. His 4th miss of the game. He's made 3. Wizards have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5-10. Oubre against Davis. Over Oubre, and Davis gets it to go. And it's an 8-point Wizards lead.
With the 7'6" wingsman, Anthony Davis can get that jumper off against anyone.
Embiid against Shaw. And it's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
This is the defensive intensity you have to have against Davis inside. But he still powers through it.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Trae Young. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Tyrese Maxey at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Watching Tyrese Maxey grow as a player has been special. He's constantly adding new wrinkles to the game, improving his skill set on both sides of the ball.
Keyshawn George, he's checked in for the Wizards. Carlton Carrington comes in for Coulibaly. Then for the 76ers, Trendon Watford comes in for Wade. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Anthony Simons.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
To the inside, Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Great work by Davis in the screen. Really making himself a big target in this situation.
And the big fella, Alex Czar, showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a
7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game, and has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
And they keep hammering away out inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Maxey in the corner. Over Young. That one's good. The Washington lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Maxey.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Now, here's George. Still yet to score. Sarr finds Young. 6 to shoot. And Sarr gets it to go on the assist from Young. And the Wizards lead by 12. Pass to Oubre. Young with the steal. Outside, George. And the 3 off target. The 76ers trail by 12. Here's Maxey. Rebound, Washington. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Young from outside scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Now here's Brown. Here's Watford, and it's blocked. George looking around. Pass to Sarr. That ball's nice speed that time from George. And 12 points for Alex Sarr.
That's where you want Sarr doing his work offensively. He is a tough cover in the paint.
Back to Maxey. Brown outside. 5 to shoot to stop the run. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the length of Sarr is a lot to deal with. Sometimes the defense has to foul.
The Wizards shoot their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
2 shots.
Free throw good. Sarr.
One big thing you love about Alex Sarr, he's got that 7'4" wingspan, and as he gets older, he'll fill out that frame plus add to his game.
Wiley's checked in for Davis. Then for the 76ers, Bonus checked in, and it's Edgecombe in for Kelly Oubre. Both free throws good from Sarr.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Maxey kicks to Brown. A floater. There's another block.
A defensive stall so far. That's 6 block.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Pass to Carrington. Here's Sarr. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal.
A chance to take a moment to compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for Philadelphia.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Free throw good. Sarr.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
And the Wizards making a change here. Johnson's checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. Brown, good.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Here's Carrington. No good. Some solid defense from Maxey. Pass to Watford. And stolen by Sarr. count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts, a scorching 88%.
And would you say the offense is coming around for Sarr? He is doing it all tonight.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 14 out left of the wing. And Edgecombe gets it to go. Edgecombe's got 10 points in the game.
Let's just say this hasn't been his quarter. Yeah, he's shooting 20% in it so far.
Here's Riley. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
He just bangs down the one-hand.
2 very easy points right here. And here's Maxey. And the foul called on Alex Sarr. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his 2nd foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Washington making some changes. Vucevic is checked in, and it's Russell in for Carlton Carrington. Now, here's Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
It's tipped, and that'll be Philadelphia as it goes on about 76ers retain possession.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
With 2 seconds left, and he hits the jumper for 2. Maxey's got 11 points in the quarter.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so it's Washington, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm alongside Coach Nick Nurse, and I know you're not too happy with the execution at the defensive end. What needs to be cleaned up?
Yeah, we're making some mistakes on some of the switches. We're making some mistakes on some of the weak side. And then when we did get them to miss a couple, they tipped them right back in. So lots to clean up there.
Okay, it'll be a tough halftime speech from Coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. One positive they can look back on is how well they shot the ball. They finished the first period at 48% from the field. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
And Shaq, what you think about Philadelphia?
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. The coach should absolutely be ripping into the defensive effort. They need to take some pride on the other end. Just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Alex Sarr in this game, he's been everywhere.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
And you can bet that that's had an effect the rest of the way. Guys won't be trying to take him one-on-one because he alters just as many shots as he blocks.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback. One side trying to protect their lead. They've got Sarr. Anthony Davis is out there with Koulibaly. Then it's Johnson, and it's Young in at the 1. So that's who Brian Key starts the second half with.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense goes at. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
And the first one drops. And with Joel Embiid, Richard, you worry that injuries have stolen his best years from him.
The 2023 MVP season was magical. You hope he can stay healthy because he is truly a unicorn. Just an incredible player. Plus, he's pretty fun off the floor, too.
And Embiid drops them both.
A scoring machine. There's just no shot Embiid's afraid to take.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Back to you guys.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
90 seconds now into the second half. Oubre passes to Embiid, and the shot goes in. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Young against Maxey. And it's in there.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And that one's good. Maxey. He's got 18.
Well, Maxey's offensive output can be overwhelming. He's so fast and has so many ways to attack you.
Young, whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
The 76ers trail by 20. Down low is guarded by Johnson. And Davis sends it back.
Oh, it's that length of AD helping his team down low.
Oubre can't get it to go.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Johnson outside. Back to Young. 5 on the clock. Davis kicks to Johnson. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead. Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
That shot off. Wade with the defensive effort. The 76ers trail by 20. Pass to Maxey. Back to Oubre. To the left wing. Now Wade over Sarr. No good from Wade.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
Koulibaly finds Young. Some solid defense from Maxey.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
The kick out to Brown for 3. Rebound by the Wizards.
And you can tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense. And it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Some changes. Champagne's checked in, and Carlton Carrington subbed in for Trae Young. Simons, he's checked in for the 76ers. Now, here's Simons. 8 points for him. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Simons. Wizards leading by 22. Pass to Johnson. Shoots over Simon. Johnson, good. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
Gotta have a lot of control to hit the midi, and Johnson does.
Round with it, picked up by Davis, and good that time.
If you give him an inch of space, he's gonna make you pay.
Pass to Davis. Johnson up top, covered by Simons. Here's Coulibaly. Some solid defense from Brown.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Washington.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
RJ, the NBA this season hosting some regular season games in Berlin and in London. Possible basketball markets moving forward.
Yeah, with the NBA looking at a new league in Europe, bringing the NBA games to these cities will help drive the interest.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Vukcevic is checked in, and it's Riley in for Coulibaly. Carrington with the ball. He's covered by Maxey. Count that one. Carrington's got his third basket of the night. And so Brown will bring it up for the 76ers. Lets it go with a three. Here's Bona. The kick out to Simon. Second shot opportunity. They get it again. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop break. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Johnson can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 20. Inside, Bona goes back up, and he lays it up and in. Bona's got his second bucket.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Here's Champagnie. He's covered by Maxey. Vukcevic, good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
Carrington, that's good.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Keyshawn George, he's checked in for the Wizards. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Johnson. Trendon Watford's checked in for the 76ers. Edgecombe comes in for Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. He's got 10. A kick out to Simons. Brown outside. Lock at 6. Cans it from downtown. Brown's got 12.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
Pass to Riley. And he hits the jump shot. And the Wizards lead by 19.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Pass to Russell. The call will be against B.J. Edgecombe.
Second personal foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Outside, George. Plays it up and banks it in.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now, here's Simon. He's got 8, 6 to shoot. Over Carrington. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding. Here's a look at the stats for Brown. He's coming off an excellent season. He put up about 22 points a game last season, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
Philadelphia with the ball. Following the bucket by the Wizards. And it's Brown missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Here's Edgecombe following the bucket by the Wizards. From the arc, that's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
I see D'Angelo.
Philadelphia's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Simons surveying the D. And there's the call on Trendon Watford. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Wizards leading by 22. Young outside.
Philadelphia foul. Edgecombe. 3rd personal foul.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
At the line for the Wizards, Greg Young. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he hits both. And so it's the Washington Wizards finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Simons in its small forward.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And as the NBA gets more involved in global basketball, Richard, you and I were just talking about this. Commissioner Silver wondering about shortening games to 40 minutes. What are your thoughts?
Well, in the game of 2K, I think the sweet spot is about a 5-minute quarter. But in real life, if you change 48 minutes, there will be a revolt.
And he knocks down the first one.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it.
And the 76ers making a change here. Bonus checked in. Edwards comes in for Anthony Simons. Thunder's checked in for Edgecombe. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line and doing just that.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Here's Reese. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Philadelphia ball.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Thursday, they'll tip it off. A road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. And then on Saturday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together. I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Pass to Thunder, and here's Edwards. And the foul called on Alex Saw. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Now at 4 fouls in a game, he'll start to have to be a little bit more careful with his defense the rest of the way.
And the Wizards making a change here. Vukcevic is checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Trendon Watford's checked in for Oubre. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Watford inside. Can't connect from short range.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Count that one.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Milton kicks to Edwards. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Here's Vukcevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Watkins. No good on the triple. 76ers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Milton. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Nice reaction defensively, determined to make that a difficult shot.
Pass to Young. Lets it fly. Basket number 8 is all good. He has attempted 12 shots.
And this game belongs to Young right now, and he is simply making everything.
Here's Bono. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Here's Saul. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Fourth personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2, Star.
And that one misses. Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball, because right now the Europeans, 1, hungrier, 2, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age.
Good on the second free throw. Philadelphia shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Pass to Watford. It's deflected.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there's a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Thunder. Pass to Edwards. Milton in the corner. Takes it inside. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Wizards have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Pretty nice efficiency there.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Now, here's Milton. The 10-footer. It's deflected. To the paint. Driving to the basket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Here's Thunder, covered by Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's the 3. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Champagnie. Drills it from outside.
The man has no heart. And that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
A shot by Milton, no good. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Saw the pass to Champagnie. Drives to the hoop, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Milton, their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Johnson. Misses off the left iron. And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phone, VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking, we'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
Washington with the ball. The 76ers getting the bucket. Johnson, that's for 2. Misses the jumper.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Edwards. The rebound by Champagnie.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Wizards foul. Justin Champagnie. First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, Edwards. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Washington making some changes. Riley's checked in for Alexander Sarr. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Johnson. Philadelphia also making some changes. Simons, he's checked in for Thunder. And it's Edgecombe in for Shake Milton. He's off on the second. And it seems, Richard, sometimes the best player on a team isn't necessarily their leader. You've been on a lot of teams. A lot of great players. Do you agree?
Well, at the very least, you need your best player to be the tone setter. They don't have to be very vocal, but their work ethic and their accountability has to be the highest.
Here's Bona following the bucket by the Wizards. The 76ers with another miss.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Here's Riley. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip, but he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
Now Edgecombe. 6 on the shot clock. Driving the lane over Russell, and it's blocked. Another shot, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Just willing that one in. That's a tough shot there by Russell.
Edgecombe with it.
Washington foul.
The 76ers making a switch here. Oubre's checked in.
Personal foul. Third team foul. Philadelphia substitution. Kelly Oubre Jr.
Here's Bona. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Oubre. 4 on the clock. Played in with a nice touch
Kelly
off the glass.
Oubre
Oubre's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Carrington. Oubre inside. Riley covering. They get the rebound. Oubre good.
Kelly Oubre
Yeah,
Jr.
coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
It's Russell with the drive. Pass to Riley. Here's Carrington. 3-pointer. Here's Vukcevic. Fouled on the shot. Picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Personal foul.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Wizards.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Alex Sarr.
And there's no question his defense set the tone for his team and gave them the rim protection they needed. Outstanding effort.
Now, here's Oubre. It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game. 46 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Russell passes to Riley. Down low. Pass to Russell. Here's Champagnie. backhands the 12-footer.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Here's Oubre. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, Kelly Oubre Jr. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Oubre. So he gets them both. Now, here is Russell. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a critical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense.
Folks, we'd like to thank you for coming out
from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
See you again.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with AD, and tonight you guys seemed locked in. What was the key?
We came out aggressive defensively and offensively, and against a team like that, you got to come out aggressive defensively first, and I think we did that through the whole 48.
Hey, great defense so often leads to great offense, and it worked tonight. Congrats on the win.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. See you next time.